I ain't gotta fabricate it, proof is in the pudding. Use that shit as motivation, I'ma keep it pushing. I ain't gotta live a lie, truth be told. I look in your eyes and I tell you despise. That shit overrated, outdated, played out. When I sense hatred, like erasing, I fade out. I gotta get it, whether you gon' rock and roll, I don't know. But either way, I'm fixing to break out. My life changing like leaves change in the fall. I've been broken too, but you don't see me tripping at all. Cause what goes around comes around. Niggas hate why they up, cause they got the means to let you down. See the bigger picture. You ain't tripping on no dollar cause you richer, nigga. Fuck a hoe and face your problems cause you different, nigga. That's the game. I got my own car and created me a lane. Fuck you saying?
For those who don't know, I am a medium. I've been on my spiritual journey for almost 3 years. Come January, I'm able to pick up on emotions, spiritual beings that we can't physically see. A lot of people think that the abilities that I have and spiritual things that I talk about don't exist, and especially people that don't believe in it or are skeptical. They think that it don't affect them or it don't exist since they don't believe in it, but it does. I am able to speak to people that's not physically here anymore, but you guys should definitely know that we can't physically see them. The physical vessel does die, but the spirit lives on forever. So and I haven't, came on here and done readings like this just yet, but when I do one-on-one readings with people, it literally goes something like this. I'm able to pick up on certain loved ones that passed on, and I'm able to give them messages directly from them. So that's basically what I'm going to be doing. And I definitely am a little nervous about, channeling Treasure's energy and just telling her story and letting her speak through me. But I definitely am excited as well and honored that she came to me and wanted me to tell her story. And I kind of have been getting messages from her for the past 3 or 4 days. So she's definitely just gonna run it all back to me, and I'm gonna let y'all know everything that she's been telling me. But we definitely just gonna get into who Treasure was and get into what really happened. So definitely make sure if you tapped into this video, make sure you're listening. Make sure you're taking heed in everything that I'm saying, but also after you leave this live, make sure that you say her name, you speak about her story, and, give support to her family and do whatever we can to keep the story going and get it out there that we can't just forget about what happened and forget about Treasure. So, definitely be patient with me as I'm channeling and getting messages from her and everything. So, but something I am gonna speak on. She wanted me to get cute for this video, but I'm like, you know what, Treasure? I'm gonna just go ahead, do my hair. She wanted me to put on something white or pink, but I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna just make sure I got my pink lip gloss, girl, because I definitely feel like she was a girly girl. But definitely a sophisticated woman at that too. I gotta mention that. So I'm gonna just go ahead and say a quick prayer really quick. And I'm gonna just basically just be saying everything that comes to me, any messages that she's giving me. So, and definitely pay attention to my background too, because y'all may see orbs or anything like that. Okay, so first and foremost, she do want me to point out that she got a lot of protection. She's with a lot of family. So I'm not sure if there is a lot of loved ones that's passed over. And I don't know why she's saying health issues, and I don't know if health issues, there's like health issues that's, that runs in her family or anything like that. And if that's like, the main cause of death in her family, um but she definitely, okay, let me just describe how I'm seeing her. I'm definitely seeing her. I don't know if she like getting sew-ins, but I'm definitely seeing her with the sew-in, and she got it like parted on the right side, and it's like curly, not like really like tight curls or anything like that, but like, like it was wanded or something like that. And she definitely make me feel like, she liked to get pretty. Like she was big on making sure her eyebrows was done. That's something she wanted me to point out. But she just liked to, get cute, go out, have a good time with her family or close friends. But I'm seeing her with her hair like that, and then like with the white tank or blouse, nothing too fancy, and then like a light pink or pastel blazer, but not like a real formal blazer, but like, one of those cute ones you would find at Discovery or something like that. And then she got on like white dress pants, but fitted, cute, big at the bottom dress pants. And I know a lot of people probably watching this and probably like, okay, like, why is it important that you, giving a description of her like this and things like that? But it helps give validation, hopefully, if this video gets to her family, that I am truly speaking to her, because it kind of shows her personality through the way I'm seeing her. But it's like she's showing me her, but she's showing me like family members that's passed over to, like, in spirit next to her. So I'm seeing like a male figure, and I don't want to say he's I definitely don't want to use the word, I don't want to use the word fat, but he's definitely like plump, and I don't know if he was an uncle or anything like that. And I'm definitely sensing, I'm not sure if it's a great grandmother or a grandmother that I'm seeing with her, but she's definitely darker in complexion, and I'm seeing like her hair like really, like, almost, it'll look white to some people, but gray. But she also makes me feel like she has an aunt with her, and I'm not sure if it was her mother's sister, but she makes me feel like that she's with the aunt. She's just saying like her family miss her, and she just like showing me at like different family events with them and things like that. And I guess that was just, something that just brought joy to her heart, just spending time with the people that meant the most to her. And she also want me to highlight an aunt and mother that's living, but also sisters. And I don't know if she had nieces or nephews from her sisters, but she just keeps saying niece and nephew. So I'm not sure if she had one or each, but she's definitely saying niece and nephew. I don't know if she has a sister that works for the city, and she makes me feel like like the family just been having a hard time since her death, like just with talking about it and getting it out to the public and things like that. Even just from like just getting community help. Like it's as if like everybody just trying to, just brush it under the rug or something, or like it's a big secret just not to talk about it or something, or just not to make a big deal about it. um but she's saying like she just needs to just be aware and protected if she has a sister that works for the city, because I don't know if they're just going in some type of way she gonna have a hard time as far as her job or something, or but she just needs to be aware and just stay protected. Um, and if anybody wondering, I'm just closing my eyes just so I could just focus. Um, and she's saying like that she has a boy cousin with her. I don't know if he was lost to gun violence, but she makes me feel like that as well. Um, um, she's telling me like she wanted to like do something more, and I'm not sure if it was. She makes me feel like it was school. Something as far as taking classes that she wanted to either like go back to school and finish doing, or just get it started, or something that she had to finish, or she was just looking forward to finishing, just to something that was just going to create more opportunities for her, or something that she really wanted to do and she always talked about doing. um but she definitely made me feel like, and it's not the, and she's like showing me in like work attire, but it's not like really casual, but like, business casual. And I don't know if she worked in like a call center type setting or something like that. And she's saying accountant too. I don't know if she worked with numbers, but she just make me feel like she was in an office setting, but she just but for like true passions, that wasn't whatever she was doing as far as working. It wasn't something that she seen herself doing long term. Um, I just opened my eyes for this for a second. She was like, "Girl, don't pay attention to that. Just listen to me." Um, she wanted me to talk about personal thoughts that she had as well. Like she's bringing up, I don't feel like she had children, and I'm not sure if she possibly did have a pregnancy in the past and it wasn't completed, but she definitely makes me feel like she wanted to have children, and she makes me feel like her first one just had to be a boy. um But she also saying too, like, she had to have a girl too because, like, like it was only right. Just because of how she is as a woman, like it's like she just had to pass all that down to a girl too. Um, and the way I'm feeling about her energy, like I feel like she was, I don't even want to say soft spoken, but I feel like she was just really mature in the way she spoke. And I just feel like she was like an old soul at heart, but at the same time, like she wasn't afraid to like express her inner child. Like she liked to have fun. Like if she wants to crack up laughing, she'll do that. If she wants to yell out or something like that, she'll do it. Like just a free spirit, but also just grounded, sophisticated person. Um, um, and I'm sorry, I'm laughing just because she was laughing. I'm like, oh, that was good. That was nice. That was nice. She's showing me her car, and she just telling me like she would go visit him a lot. Like she made me feel like they, didn't spend every day together, but they, spend time together often throughout. I feel like it was. I feel like it was like almost 5 years that they've been knowing each other. Um, and I'm not sure. His name is Charlie Bell. Um, the name of the officer whose RV she was found in, but I really don't feel like he was like in an actual relationship with anyone or marriage, but I feel like I don't know if he has a son by someone and they were married in the past or together for a while in the past and then, just decided to go separate ways and haven't been together for a while. But that's definitely how I feel. Well, how she's making me feel about it. Um, but I definitely don't feel like that person, if he did have a child by anybody or if he was involved by anybody else besides Treasure in the past or, before they were dealing with each other, I don't feel like she had ill intentions to do what was done to Treasure, but I definitely feel like she was, aware of Treasure and, probably just had basic jealousy. But at the same time, I feel like she wasn't really worried. Um, and I don't know if that officer had a pet, but she makes me feel like he had a pet like similar to like not a golden retriever, but like the type of coat like the dog has. But she's like showing me like little bits of the fur like on her like car seat. Um, and again, she probably has me saying this just to validate that I am speaking to her. Um, And she's saying too, like, that he has an elderly mother and a brother. Mm. Um, I don't know if they took a trip to Las Vegas together before, but she's saying Las Vegas. And she's showing me the strip and like I don't know if he has like family or like friends out there or something, but I don't know, like she make me feel like it was a trip, but like like she got to meet like a few of his buddies and like they girls or something like that or but she's saying like she's saying like he was just kind of cautious about that or like chose certain friends to like bring her around. But she make me feel like she just like she'll feel like she felt off like if it was like any situation like that to where like like she's hanging out with anybody that's associated with him because she just I don't know just felt like she didn't belong. um and she's like taking me like to the day. I don't know. I think her. Ooh, she's taking me. Ooh, my ears ringing. I'm feeling a little faint. But she's showing me like her mom like going to his condo, and I'm not gonna lie, it's a nice looking condo. Like the dining room setup is nice. Like I can't tell exactly what type of couches is in there, but I feel like they like beige or light colored or something like that. Then I feel like it's like behind the couch, like it's or like in the living room area, like it's like the couch area is like it's big though, like it's open, like it's couch area on the right side by the wall, and then flat screen up on the flat on the like on the wall on the left side, and then it's like when you look straight, it's like you could see a view, and it's like a balcony or something, but it's like big sliding doors, but like blinds right there. Um, but she just make me. She make me feel like like when it's time for him to be charming, like he's a charmer. Charlie is a charmer. um, but at the same time, like I just get this, and I feel like she like giving me the feeling of how she'll feel at times. Like she just felt something was off about him. Like he was just controlling in like little ways, or like the way he would call and like check on her, or like ask certain questions would be like, I don't know, weird. and it's like he felt also like, since he was like, helping her out with certain things or being supportive or contributing to her monetarily, that, it was like, I don't know, like that just lifted certain boundaries. But also it's kind of like he kind of set her up to feel even more comfortable with just, giving her access to certain things in his life. And not to say setting up as if this, the night that happened was like premeditated or anything like that, but just, just putting her in a space of just feeling comfortable and, but she like saying like, she's saying like he wanted her to take him more serious, but she just couldn't, because like it's like she was aware of like the type of person, or she had an inkling of just the type of person that he really was. And plus I feel like that he was, he was definitely physical with other people as well, and he definitely brought other women to that RV. Excuse me. Oof. She make me feel like Charlie a little weird too. Like she like showing me like people like in his condo, but I don't know if he has cameras in it and people just don't know. But I'm just seeing him like sitting in the RV, like watching footage of people in the condo when they there. And I don't even want to give details of what he be doing sometimes watching that footage. But I'm sure y'all could probably think of what I'm picking up on. um, 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 she makes me feel like a female figure, a mother figure. I'm not sure if it's her aunt or her mother, but she makes me feel like they're definitely big on going to church. But since her passing, it's just been hard for them. But she definitely, wants them to just try and find the strength to get out of bed. Start getting out of bed and start trying to go on. Um, um, sorry, y'all. I'm just listening and just seeing what else she wants me to bring up. But I think she wants me to get into how that night went. So basically, like, she's showing me She's showing me her in like her apartment, like before she was like, you know, just getting dressed or whatever, just to hang out with him. Um, and she's just, I'm not sure exactly how she had her hair, but I feel like it was either like a dark brown or black colored. I'm not sure if she tried to wet it a little bit or something, but I'm not sure. But she's showing me like a headband, like, you know, with it at the front, and then it's just down, and then she's showing me like layered gold necklaces, and then like a maroon long sleeve top, and I don't know if she had on like a dark colored leather jacket or something like that, or probably not leather, but just, you know, a black jacket that was like waist length. But she definitely make me feel like she had a bag that she just, you know, just threw over her shoulder. But it wasn't like one of them long bags. It was like, you know, it's hard to explain. Um I'm not sure if she had jeans on. And I don't know why she showed me specifically that it had brown or gold stitching in it. But I'm not sure if she had on black boots with heels. But something with a heel. Because it's like she's showing me them walking in the restaurant, but I could hear her walking. Like I could hear like the clicking of her shoes on the floor as they walking in. And like the restaurant that you went to, like I don't feel like it was a Waffle House, but like, you know, like I don't know, like she just making me feel like it's like one of those like family type restaurants that you walk into, like not like a high end type restaurant, nothing like that. But I mean, they had good food and stuff like that. But I don't know, she just make me feel like, you know, like it was just a last minute thing for them just to, you know, just link, go grab some food, and you know, literally like I don't know, she make me feel like she was trying to distance herself a little bit from him because he was just getting like too clingy, a little bit too controlling in certain ways. And I feel like, you know, that night, like she felt like I don't even want to be bothered with him, but you know what, I'm gonna just go ahead, just entertain him, and you know, let him off easy or something. um but she definitely make me feel like she just didn't, I don't know, like she just wanted it to just be a smooth conversation whenever, I don't know, whenever it would be a conversation of her like saying like, you know what, like let's just take a break, like have some distance or something like that. Like whenever she was gonna have a conversation, like she was just gonna be cool about it, because for some reason she just felt off about him. But at the same time, like, you know, he was charming, you know, he was cool. Um, she just wasn't aware of like the depth of who he really was. Um, um, she basically telling me like she planned on, cause like she wasn't sure exactly how the night would go. Like they planned on just after the restaurant, just chilling in the RV. So I feel like she brought I feel like she brought like a little bag or something like that, or she had it in her car or something like that. But I don't know. I just feel like her attire wasn't exactly the same how she was found in the RV after she passed, from like how she was seen, probably like entering a restaurant with him and stuff like that, because she planned on like, I don't know, probably leaving in the middle of the night, early morning, something like that. But I feel like she also had things to handle, like while she was there or something like. But like she's basically showing me like them chatting, like sitting and drinking. Um, whew, it's gonna be hard for me to talk about, but she definitely wants me to just give detail exactly how she's telling me. Um, but she definitely makes me feel like, the night was going cool up to a certain point. Like they were drinking, it was okay vibes and everything like that. They did get physical, but for some reason she makes me feel like she was sleeping. He like woke her up or something like that. And I'm seeing him with like his shirt off, and I don't know if he got like pajama pants on or still just had his jeans on from what he had that day or something. I don't know, but I'm seeing him with his shirt off. Um, and I'm not sure exactly how the RV is set up, but she makes me feel like It's like a seating area, like when you walk in, it's like a seating area, like on the right side, and like a table, like right next to the seating area, and then on the left side is like a sink area, but like I don't know if it's like cabinets, like one cabinet on the top and one cabinet on the bottom, but she make me feel like it's like cabinets on either side of the sink, but like all like going all the way down, like pantry space. But she's showing me like it's like I don't know, it's like that conversation, like she ended up getting out the bed or something like that, and they were up or whatever talking, but the conversation was like right there, like he had like his hand like leaning, I don't know, like I'm seeing him like leaning up against the sink, and then he has like I don't know if his phone or her cell phone, but and then she's like hip like leaned up on the sink with her hips on the sink, and she just got her arms folded and he's just talking like, but like, but it's like anger in his posture, like, and like just rage in his tone, not that he was like yelling at her, but like it was like like as if it's like he was talking to her like she was a child or something. But like she just didn't like like she said like like she wouldn't let nobody just talk to her any type of way, like like, and she's not, I don't know, like she ain't the type to just talk to somebody crazy and be disrespectful unless she's angry or something like that, and like it's a valid reason for her to defend herself or something like that. But it's like she was like as he was like, I don't know, getting angry or something, it's like she was just kind of like just taken aback, like, who are you talking to? Like, what? Like, where's this coming from? Where's Charming Charlie? um, and, whew, it's like, oh my goodness, I'm trying not to get emotional, but it's like after a certain point, after he was just talking and she was realizing like how angry he was getting and stuff, and it's like I don't know if she sat down at a certain point after he started talking and stuff like that, but it's like I'm literally in her body, and I'm sitting down and I'm looking up at him, and he's like got both arms on like the table, and he's like leaned over but like looking directly at her, talking to her, but it's like he's red and like his veins like popping out his neck, and oof, but it's just intimidating, like it's just the feeling she was feeling at that moment was heavy, because it's like she was thinking in that moment like I wanted to just get up and get my stuff and go, but it's like she was just feeling in her gut, like, I don't know, like something ain't right with him right now. Like, if I move an inch, like, I just feel like he just gonna explode or something. Um, Whew. And I was sitting. Oh my goodness. And like how I've been seeing her is, how she was here physically and how she looks in spirit, but it's like she was showing me also like how she looked like after what happened. Like she makes me feel like she wasn't, she wasn't like they should have. I don't know. I feel like it was just something with her appearance on her face that should have alarmed somebody. Like I feel like it was, and I feel like it's on the left side, and I feel like it was either something with her lip, but I feel like right here too, like by my eye area, but like right here, I feel like it's either swollen or like something. And she was constantly showing me this for the past few days, and I was just, as she was sitting here, putting me in her position when he was sitting there talking to her at one point and she's sitting down, and I'm like, okay, how did the left side of your face get like that then? And it's like she's showing me her like she turned around and was like finna walk to like the back of the RV, and I don't know if he like hit the side of her head or something, like as she turned around, like I don't know, like hit her as she was walking back, and like her head like hit the side of something or something like that, or like them little cabinets I mentioned by the sink that I was describing. But I don't know, but she make me feel like but she make me feel like that's what happened. um but I don't even feel like, like that was it. Like I feel like that I really feel like that man got anger problems. Like, or something. Like, but it's like she's showing me like she fell and she was like, almost knocked unconscious from how she hit the side of her head. But she was on the ground, and it's like she had like a split second to like open her eyes, and it's like how she's showing me, like when she opened her eyes, like it's just like the room just spinning for like a split second, and then she just feel boom, like I don't know if he punched her head or something or hit her with something, but and then it's like that, like it had to be like it was the second blow to knock her unconscious, and then she was just unconscious. But he was definitely panicking after he realized like she was unconscious. Like it's like I'm seeing him like no shirt on, like jeans on, barefoot, and I'm like just hearing him like walk around the RV, but it's like like hard footsteps, like in his fast pace, because he's in a panic, and I don't. And it's like he like on his phone and he like grabbing stuff around the RV, and like. And I don't know if they was like parked in a separate area. I don't know. I feel like they was close to. I don't know if her car was parked somewhere else, like on the street or something, and then like the RV was in a lot. But I feel like he like went out the RV, like grabbed her keys, went out the RV, to her car, brought it to the RV. But was like, and I'm seeing him like in the front seat, like on the phone, like waiting on somebody to get there. Not somebody, other officers. But like he's on the phone, but like I'm seeing like like a laptop in his lap though. And he like, I don't know, like just in a panic on it, but on the phone at the same time. Um and she was definitely making me feel like, it wasn't just him there, but it's like she showing me like a dark cop car. I don't know if it's black or like real dark navy or something like that, but it's like, one of them cars that look like, like a regular car, but it got like the little headlight on the side. Um, and got tints on it, and but it's like it just pull up like real low key, and then she make me feel like it was 4 other people that came there, like to, I don't know, like help him. Oh man. But I'm seeing like one of them is heavy set, and I can't tell if his if his hair is like a sandy brown, something like that. But I don't feel like it's like real light, like close to like a brunette, but not real dark. Um, then she make me feel like one of them is like a tall guy, and then like the other two like look average. But and honestly, she make me feel like even though like I don't know, like she make me feel like they was at least like in the area for like 2 or 3 hours, like, but they was just like in there, like like plotting, like trying to figure out like what to do, how to set up the narrative to this, all of that. and and they trying to just make her seem like she was just into drugs and she overdosed and it was an accident. No, That wasn't Treasure at all. Treasure liked to have a drink, and she make me feel like maybe when she was younger, she probably smoked from time to time. But honestly, she make me feel like she didn't like the feeling, and she was a cougher, or something like that. Or she just didn't like the feeling that it gave her chest or something. I don't know why she want me to say that specifically, but maybe somebody, might be able to validate that. But yeah, but she wasn't. No, that wasn't her. To be on no, to have all of those drugs in her system like that. No, that no. Um, Period. They put those drugs in her system. They did that. And it's like, and she make me feel like they was sitting there talking about what they was gonna do, like as far as the narrative and with her and stuff like that. Like they was talking about it for so long, just because of I like it's like it's a lot that's being hidden. Like her face had to be seen like how I'm seeing it. Like it's just irritating. It's so irritating because like it's like they literally was sitting there trying to think of what to do for so long because of how her face was. And I don't feel that I'm not saying like her whole face was jacked up or anything like that, but it was visible that she didn't just overdose. Um but it's like they was just like, you know what, like it's like they was just whoever that heavy set guy is, that the energy I'm picking up on. Like I feel like he got an important position in the department or something like that. Like or something. Like but I feel like he was just arrogant, just cocky about it. Like, well, ain't nothing like, ain't nobody gonna ain't nobody gonna make a big deal about this. Like, oof. That's making me mad. But Treasure didn't put those drugs in her system. They did. Period. Just to try and make it seem like she did that to herself. But even if, like, still, like, that's still not even believable. They just want us to believe it. Um, um, and she telling me about her belongings in her car. Like, it's like they just cleaned up, like cleaned up everything and then left. Like just left her there. Left her car there. And for some reason, like she just bringing up her phone, like, and she make me feel like it's not in the family custody, like, or like even if they did have a phone or a laptop or anything like that, it's like he got rid of like all conversations, all of that. Like it's like all they left was bank statements and the few pictures that they got together. Like not on her devices or anything like that, but just saying like just in general, like that's all. That's literally all the paper trail that they left, just to try and like just literally, because that's what exactly what I mentioned to somebody else. Because before I even put up that I was gonna do this reading and things like that, somebody asked me about you know how I felt about their relationship, and if Treasure was receiving, money from him. And I said, yeah. And then once I made my first post about, doing this reading and everything like that, Spirit kind of told me to, go ahead and just type in Treasure name and just look at a few posts. But I was led to an article that was on her auntie page, and the article they gave detail about, finding statements from his account to her account. I mean, money transfers and stuff like that. But it's like everything else he made sure to get rid of. Um, but I definitely feel like she definitely make me feel like he just crossed the line this time with them hanging out. Like he was just too aggressive. He was just too demanding. Like it was just too much. And he just couldn't take her, standing up for herself and just walking away from the situation. And also, like he's a coward. Like the main thing he thinks about is his reputation and the type of man he looks like to other people. But also, Treasure wants it to be known as well that this is not just something that just happened in Chicago. Like literally, even after I made my first post about doing this reading, Spirit had me, just look at a few articles, about Treasure, just to, just really just to see how she looked. That's all, just so I could pick up on her energy. But as I was, just looking for pictures of her, I ended up seeing another article about a woman being found in a policeman's RV in Alabama, and this happened recently. So this not just, something that certain policemen, like to do for spare time and stuff like that. Like I feel like this is like something a lot of policemen do, to get away from their responsibilities, to just, I don't know, to live out whatever fantasies they want to live out. Aside from, their life that they live on a regular. But and she definitely wants it to be known that she's not a prostitute. No, none of that. None of that. No. I mean, she make me like she said too. Like she said, like if y'all had the opportunity for somebody to put money in y'all bank account and you got bills that need to be paid, I mean, hey, like but that's true though, because And not that she was like one of them type of women that, you know, seeked men to handle things for her and stuff like that. But, you know, like if it, I mean, hey, it is what it was. And plus they knew each other for almost 5 years. So, you know, that's somebody that she saw as a friend, not just as a stranger that she would go see from time to time. She thought she actually knew this person. Um, um, and she also saying like, you know, before all of this, she definitely like she cared about him as a friend too, but she just honestly how she's feeling right now, like I feel like she's definitely finding her peace with what recently happened to her, but I feel like she's just still like wow, like he did that to me. Like I'm watching my family, you know, like mourn over me, like you know. So just like how it's hard for us to, you know, deal with a family member passing or anything like that, it's hard for them too because a lot of us think, you know, once the physical vessel died that they not here. They just non-existent. They can't see what's going on. They don't know what's going on with us. But no, that's not true. The spirit lives on, and you know they could come and walk around on this dimension just like we do physically. Um, so she's definitely aware, you know, of how her family is pushing for her and you know how much they missing her and things like that. Um, but she definitely, you know, wants her family to keep pushing. Um, and she definitely just want to give gratitude and show appreciation to her aunt for pushing as much as she's doing. But she's definitely saying that it needs to be more voices, you know, speaking her name, talking about what's going on, and just shedding light on, you know, what's really happening and what should be happening as far as Charlie Bale because Charlie Bale then went and resigned right after she was found in his RV, and I mean that's a big red flag right there. But just period, her being in his RV, like if this was any other person, it would be handled a completely different way. So we need to handle Charlie accordingly. uh, so um, let me just see if it's anything else that she wants me to say. Um,
Didn't they supposedly interview her fiance who said she used drugs?
you see nothing about that? You just saw something about that?
Just read something like that, yeah.
Well, we gotta talk
I
about that.
see that. Who is this fiance? Let's see.
Honestly, she's saying like, like she ain't been giving him no attention. So maybe he got some animosity or something.
That's kind of what I was wondering about.
But I do want to see it though.
Okay, let's see
When did he do an interview?
Hendrix's fiance said she did have a history of drug and alcohol use, according to the report. He also told the investigator Hendrix dated the former officer in the past, quote, and was still seeing him recently, end quote. And the two have a history of doing narcotics together.
That's oh my gosh. That is so crazy. Like, because that's exactly what he got mad about in her phone. Like, I don't know if she was still communicating with him or something like that, but really she wasn't kicking it with him like that. Like, she wasn't, like on those type of terms with her fiance, like how Charlie thought, you know? Oh my gosh. That just valid the wow. That's good that you brought that up. But she definitely make me feel like I don't know. Now I don't want to say like she was keeping him just in the cut, just in case, just in case things turn around. But she was just living her life. I mean, like she wasn't tied down to nobody. Yeah, and I feel like she was kind of giving the fiance some space too for some months before this happened. I don't know exactly what happened before, and she definitely makes me feel like it was a dispute as far as money. Um, but yeah, she definitely telling me that he ain't. No, he's not. He's not speaking the truth from a genuine place. Um, because honestly, he didn't he had ill intentions for her, like just how their relationship was before she passed. So they weren't on the best of terms. And honestly, like it's like she's saying like she's kind of shocked by that. Like she would have thought like, dang, something devastating like this happened. Like like you gonna put your feelings to the side and you gonna people sick. But yeah, and it's so crazy you just said that because at the same time, Spirit making me feel like somebody approached him and like, oh man, this is deep. This is deep. Mm, mm, mm. Ooh, this is deeper than we think. And it's like it just hit her too because she like, but it's like Spirit bringing it to me now. Like Charlie got that man number some type of way and had somebody contact him, intimidate him. And I bet that fiance ignoring after the family seen that. I bet he ignored all the family calls, ain't said nothing, couldn't face them and say nothing because he ain't really want to do that deep down in his heart. I need to know if that fiance got kids or a kid or something. I know, but I'm just. Oh no, I feel like they threatened his life or somebody that that he really valued life that's in his life, for him to do that. But oh, well, if you didn't catch this live from the beginning, definitely start it over once I end it. So thank you to everybody that tuned in. For anybody that didn't tune in, y'all definitely need to take heed in the messages I be getting and the knowledge I be dropping, because a lot of the stuff that I talk about, it really is important, and it's important that we're aware of it. So thank y'all. Have a good night.
I know that I'm the shit. I don't need your secondhand opinions. I see the hate on your face. You can't play chameleon.